Hello and welcome to this international edition of Horses and Courses. I'm Jean Wood. We are going to be heading back towards the beginning of the year, taking a look at a significant number of Australian races, as well as some of the races from Asia that have been completed thus far this season. Of course, the Australian season well underway. In fact, they're into the final portion of the season down under, where they run a what we would consider a fall into spring meeting. They do September, October is the beginning of their season, towards the end in the latter part of the summer for us. So obviously a little bit of a different season. They are in the height of their racing action right now in Australia, and we are going to begin the program there. We're going to head back to February for a pair of races at Caulfield Racecourse. We're going to start with the Oakley Plate, a Group 1, $320,000 for older horse, or any aged horses. In fact, it's an open age race. The distance here, the about distance of 5.5 on the turf.
Racing in the plate. Here the Angels fast away. Weekend Hustler began. Willie's about fifth early on. Our Maharaja came out fast with Typhoon Z and Scuffs near the inside. Near the fence going very quickly, Lucky Diva. Magnus outside of him, a length away, Weekend Hustler. La Chasseuse improves in front of him. They were followed next of all by Misjudgment, Let Go Tomo, Here the Angels. 2 lengths away, Mentality, Bonhoeffer, Royal Asher and Tramontana last. Coming up to the 600 metres mark, and it's the Sandgroper. Scruffs in front of our Maharaja. Magnus right on their wheel. La Chasseuse on the fence from Lucky Diva. Typhoon Z 3 wide. A length and a half away, then Misjudgment. Weekend Hustler about to come around her, tracked up by Here the Angels. Bonhoeffer second last as they turn. Rawillas come to the outside on the Hustler. Magnus let go with a run after our Maharaja and Scuffs. Here comes Weekend Hustler. He's starting to pound down the centre from further back in the field. Is Bonhoeffer making ground, but it's Weekend Hustler going to the front from Magnus. Weekend Hustler scorched clear, and he's going to give them a toweling in the Oakley Plate, the 3-year-old. Weekend Hustler too good for Magnus. I think Tramontana's got up to run third in front of Royal Asher.
Weekend Hustler, you're going to see this guy a couple of times during the course of this program, as he seems to have moved from strength to strength. A 3-year-old gelded son of Hussein, who really has just become an outstanding sprinter down in Australia, where he has been ripping up the racetrack. You're going to see him a couple more times during the course of this program. Here he gets the victory at the expense of Magnus, with Tramontana back in third. Couple of horses in this field, including Typhoon Z, who we're also going to see a little bit later as he gets the opportunity to stretch out. Weekend Hustler, a 3-year-old gelding, a son of Hussein from Weekend Beauty by Halesia, is trained by Ross McDonald and ridden to victory by Brad Warler, covering the about distance of 5.5 furlongs at 103.22. We'll head right back to Caulfield now. Also on February 22nd, they contested the Blue Diamond, a Group 1, $800,000. This one, 6 furlongs.
The 2-year-olds on their way in the Diamond and fast away near the fence, exceedingly good. No speed in the early stages. The Innis Fury going fast. Rian wide out. Baynak and Valander zipping through to head the lot of them. Going quickly, Pachanga exceedingly good, and the insider runners then is Marvine. All American splitting runners a length away, Hips Don't Lie. They were followed further back by Rihanna's Believe and Succeed, as scorched across to go to the lead. A length away, O'Kayla, Berger, Sienna's Fury, and 2 lengths away, last of all, is Minnesota Shark, Believe and Succeed with blistering speed. Leads the way from Valander. Baynak goes up to shade him. Pachenka fourth outside, exceedingly good off the rail. Then All American, Marvine the fence from Rian, Hips Don't Lie, Berger, Sienna's Fury, O'Kayla, and a length away, Minnesota Shark. Around the bend, Believe and Succeed, the filly flying in front, led 2 lengths, Baynak, Valander. Pachenka starts to run on from exceedingly good. Brad Willer coming on the outside now on All American, and running on is Rian, and Berger is burning down the extreme outside. Believe and Succeed leads the way. Rian for that man Dunn. Rian takes the lead. All American coming through. It's Rian just in front. Rian clings on. Dunn wins 4 diamonds. Goes home to win it from All American. Photo third, Berger and Believe and Succeed.
Rian, a very interesting horse. This one, another offspring of Hussein, a 2-year-old, and looks like a very promising young horse. This, of course, one of the more important races for the 2-year-olds, and Rian, a Shadwell Estate-owned runner, taking a major event at Caulfield in Australia, getting the victory at the expense of All American, a son of Red Ransom, and Burgais, an offspring of Catbird, who ran well to finish third. But the winner Very nice effort, riding effort by Dwayne Dunn to score the victory for trainer David Hayes. Winner Rian covers the about distance of 6 furlongs and stamps himself one of the leading 2-year-olds in Australia in 111.44. We'll continue with Australian racing, this time heading to Flemington and going back to the 27th of January this year and the Group 1 Lightning Stakes.
Yep. Racing in the Coolmore Lightning, Apache Cat was slow to go, got a little bit of a squeeze, a score near the inside, fairly out there, coming to the grandstand. Gold Edition came out of the gate humming, Magnus fast away, Ticklish first to the outside fence. Grand Jules, Belmere in the green, a score back behind those from Stands Out Miss Finland, and Swickers last of all, settling at the 650. And it's Ticklish on the outside rail, Magnus the red and white, and Gold Edition right there. Grand Jules next, the green and white colours of Belmere. They were followed by Apache Cat behind it, Miss Finland being hard ridden from Stands Out, Swick and a score. Down to the 350, Gold Edition put under pressure. Belmere snuck up her inside and now has put a nose in front. Magnus and Grand Jules there. Gold Edition's under plenty of pressure, trying to fight on. Then came Apache Cat and getting through, Swick on the inside. Here's a go. Apache Cat, Gold Edition, Swick coming through from Belmere. Apache Cat, the big baldy face in front of Apache Cat, and Apache Cat wins it. Apache Cat from Swick, not sure third. Stands Out Miss Finland flew late. Gold Edition was in hot water, a fair way out.
Apache Cat, a very flashy, kind of easy to follow type of horse, major horse in the sprint division, a 5-year-old that mainly is based in Sydney, and not unlike here in the United States, where you will see, for example, a New York contingent, a Kentucky contingent, and maybe a California contingent that often don't necessarily meet up against one another. They have a similar situation there, and a Victoria-based horse may or may not necessarily always race against a Sydney-based horse, and so on and so forth. But Apache Cat has really been one of the more dominant sprinters against just about all comers, and here scores yet another victory. He is a 5-year-old gelded son of Lion Cavern from Tennessee Blaze by Whiskey Road. He picks up the win at the expense of Swick and Stands Out. The Apache Cat well away from the rail and drawing off up by a hot pace. A very nice effort once again for this flashy looking son of Lion Cavern. Apache Cat was ridden to victory by Corey Brown, trained by Greg Yorell, and covering the about distance, of course, 5 furlongs in 57.25. We're going to head right back to Flemington, this time go into the March meeting and take a look at the Grade 1 Newmarket Handicap. Again, 6 furlongs, and of course all the distances there are measured in meters, so this is an about distance of 6 furlongs.
Racing, Weekend Hustler fast away, and Rawilla puts on a right-hand turn straight to the outside fence with Dance Hero. A score fast away with Coachinero. Not far away is Monet Rules. Grand Jules going fast. Magnus back near the inside, the flat side. On his back as Stands Out as they settle from Misjudgment. And they were followed by Zipping, who's going out to the rear with Shadow Way. Swick up in front of those. On the outside fence, it's Dance Hero at the 800 metres mark from Grand Jules. Magnus the red and white. Weekend Hustler's poised. He's behind those. They were followed next of all by A Score. Stands Out back towards the flat side. In between runners, Monet Rules, then Misjudgment. Further back is Swick. He's back near the tail with Zipping and Shadow Ways. And a fair way off them, Coachinero. Dance Hero's out full of running at the 400. Weekend Hustler call for the supreme effort. It's his moment of truth. He's trying to come on. Magnus still there from Grand Jules. Rawilla's about to light the fuse on the Hustler. He goes out after the leader, Magnus. Stands Out, comes through. Magnus in front. Weekend Hustler stride by stride pegs him back, and the Super 3-year-old takes the lead. Magnus comes again. Weekend Hustler in front, and it's a great win in the Newmarket Handicap. 3/4, and Rawilla loves it. Second prize, Magnus. Third, Swick, I think.
Weekend Hustler, he's back, and he's continuing to roll right along here, scoring yet another victory for Brad Rawiller and Ross McDonald. Weekend Hustler jumping very sharply from barrier 12 and sitting just off the pace, and as his usual running style, picks up yet another victory here. Magnus completing the exacta with Grand Duels back in the 3rd spot. Weekend Hustler, 3-year-old gelded son of Usine from Weekend Beauty by Halesio, ridden to victory by Brad Rawiller for trainer Ross McDonald, covering the about distance of 6 furlongs at Flemington in 1:08.97. We'll head right back to Flemington now and right back to the 8th of March and the running of the Cadbury Guineas. This is a Group 1, $600,000 for 3-year-olds at the about distance of a mile.
Racing in the Guineas, great start, hard war, play right on the fence and marching fast out. Light Fantastic away quickly, and Turfontaine going looking for the leaders as well. Not too far away, Shilling, but he's wide, settling down. Hard war scoots to the lead from Turfontaine. Light Fantastic goes up beautifully to be third, marching fourth, play right the fence from Shilling. 2 lengths away is Kick and Chase. He's getting back. Sound Journey's back with him as they settle fully into stride. And Raffaello's caught out wide. A length further back is Largo Lad. They were followed by Viatorian, Pillar of Hercules, and Latorio went out to the end. Speed good. Hard war past the 1,000. A bit more than a length on Turfontaine. 3 away, Light Fantastic, and Ollie's right on his tail on marching. Shilling outside of him. Raffaello deep, play right the fence. Sound Journey about to come into the fray. 2 lengths away, Viatorian. Largo Lad is deep out fourth last from Kick and Chase, Latorio and Pillar of Hercules. Action about to come on to the bend. 600 metres to go. Hard war from Turfontaine. Light Fantastic there. Then came marching further out on the track, Raffaello, a length and a half. Shilling. Sound Journey tracks into it well. Viatorian, Largo Lads in traffic as they turn the bend, play right likewise. Up the home running at the 400. Light Fantastic under his own steam, move up to Turfontaine and Hard War, trying to get a run marching. Play Riders coming through near the inside, and further back in the field, Sound Journey, Light Fantastic, gun full bore now. Here on the outside, Sound Journey and Play Right on the fence with marching coming on. Light Fantastic digs for his life. Play Right drives, marching comes. Light Fantastic hangs on and wins it. Light Fantastic has won the Guineas. Photo second and third, Play Right or marching. Largo Loud and Sound Journey close up for fourth.
Light Fantastic. This is kind of an interesting story. This is a horse that had broken his maiden fairly recently at a country type of track, a sort of a rural track in Victoria. Heads to Flemington and ends up picking up a big win here in Group 1 company. It's Light Fantastic, scores very nicely, set just off the pace in third in the early going, moved up to the leaders in the final stages to score under Craig Newitt for trainer Mick Price. A very impressive victory for this 3-year-old gelded son of Danehill Dancer from Leica or Not by Kendor, scoring at the expense of Marching under Damien Oliver and Playwright for rider Stephen King. Light Fantastic covers the about distance of 1 mile in 1 minute 36.41. We'll continue with racing action from Flemington in the Group 1 Australian Cup, 1.25 miles, the approximate distance.
Set for the Daly Australian Cup, they're off. Miss Finland jumped beautifully wide out on the track, and Williams very positive early on. She's running fifth. Fast out to Ranabar. Ruby Scent Coalesce in the centre going forward. Captious wide. Phil Machino next. Miss Finland's 3 deep behind Captious with cover. Giro Valley in the centre. Princess Cape 2 lengths away. Sermione outside of her. And Casino Prince jagged out to last. Through the first 400 to Ranabar, nice and keen from Coalesce. Sitting up third on the outside, Captious. Ruby sent the run of the race. They were followed by Miss Finland. She's 3 wide and she won't get in, I don't think. On the fence, Phil Machino. Then Giro Valley, a length, Princess Cape, Sermione, and 2 lengths away, Casino Prince in the Australian Cup. They run up past the 1,200 metre marker and come down the side. Taranabar leads them up at a pretty even tempo by 2 lengths the gap. Sitting up second is Coalesce, 2 lengths away. Then is Captious. Ruby sent on the fence. Miss Finland, if she's to come back in a blaze of glory, she's going to do it the hard way. Giro Valley's got her posted out 3 wide. Phil Machino on the fence. Sermione's on the outside. Mertens has got Oliver in a pocket here on Princess Cape, and 2.5 lengths away, Casino Prince up before the bend. 800 metres left to run in the Cup, and the front runner to Ranabar by a length on Coalesce, who's come off the bit. On the rail, Ruby Sense had a glorious run from Captious. Then Phil Machino, Miss Finland tracking out wide from Giro Valley. Sermione's about to come to the outside. Ollie plays for luck on Princess Cape, and 2 lengths away, Casino Prince as they thunder for home at the 400, and Miss Finland wide out is going after Ruby Scent. Captures the centre. Sermione's coming with a great run on the outside. He's trying to weave the needle going through on Princess Cape, but Sermione let down, and Bart's Boy exploded away at the 250. He's looking for his 13th Australian Cup. Running to second, Casino Prince from Miss Finland. Look at Sermione go. Opens the shoulders up. He's roaring away. It's another one for Bart. And Sermione for Peter Mertens wins the Cup and wins it brilliantly. Princess Cape, no luck. She ran second from Casino Prince. A good margin away then to Giro Valley. Miss Finland, you were game. Phil Machino behind those from Ruby Scent Captures. A long gap Coalescent to Ranabar.
Sirmione, this is a horse that had won the McKinnon at this racetrack last November in fairly nice fashion as a prep race for the Melbourne Cup. He did tail off a little bit, but has rebounded with some very nice efforts in the Australian Cup, an important Group 1 score for this son of Encosta del Lago. He picks up the win over a very nice route mare, Princess Coup, with Casino Prince, horse we're going to see a little bit later on in the program, finishing a solid third. Disappointing in this race was Miss Finland, who finished off the board, and it was announced shortly thereafter that they have decided to retire Miss Finland from the racing wars. Sirmione is a 4-year-old gelding, a son of Encosta del Lago from World Guide by Defensive Play, ridden to victory by jockey Peter Mertens for trainer Bart Cummings. Sirmione covers the about distance of 1.25 miles in 2 minutes, .82. We'll pause now for a brief message, and when we return, we'll be heading back to Australia for racing action from Royal Randwick. Please stay with us. Welcome back to International Horses and Courses. I'm Jean Wood. We're going to continue now at Royal Randwick. On March 22nd, a trio of very important Group 1s. We will head to Royal Randwick first and take a look at the Galaxy Stakes, $280,000, 5.5 furlongs the distance.
Feature sprint. Racing in the Galaxy. Black Ink and Strong Choice hesitated from the inside. Fritz's Princess is going well back, and Keen Commander came out of the stalls running, and he's the leader from Typhoon Z, and the filly Gamble Me's going up on the outside to make a line of 3. Behind them is King Rex, followed by Hurry Choice, who slots into a nice spot. And then came Sequelin going up in the centre, followed by Sentry Serb. Magnus is back midfield, and he's cluttered up between horses at the moment, followed by Strong Choice, Fritz's Princess. Bentley Biscuit is well back, and so too is Black Ink as they come up towards the bend. They've got 500 to 1 in the Group 1 Galaxy, and the leader Keen Commander from Gamble Me. Typhoon Z, Sequelin, King Rex going up on the rail from Sentry Serb. Hurry Choice looking for a run. Magnus is starting to improve now, looking for a gap in the middle of the track, and then came Fritz's Princess, but it's Typhoon Z. He sprinted up and took the lead now from Keen Commander and Gamble Me. Fritz's Princess is starting to fly with Magnus. Typhoon Z and Keen Commander fight it out from Fritz's Princess, who's coming. Typhoon Z's in front as they hit the line, and Typhoon Z, I think, won it in a photo. Typhoon Z from Keen Commander and Fritz's Princess, and then we've got Magnus, King Rex and Strong Choice.
Typhoon Z picking up the victory here in a fairly nice fashion under Tim Clark, scoring at the expense of Keen Commander, with Fritz's Princess, 5-year-old mare, a daughter, in fact, of More Than Ready, scoring the 3rd spot. Magnus finishing in the 4th spot, just off the board. The winner, Typhoon Z, is a 4-year-old gelding, a son of Zeditov from Royal Diploma by Honor Grades, ridden to victory by Tim Clark, who was scoring his very first Group 1 victory. Typhoon Z covers the 5.5 furlongs in 1:04.12. We'll head right back to Royal Randwick now in the Norton Stakes, $240,000, about distance of 1 mile.
All set. Off and racing now. Tuesday Joy hesitated, missed the start slightly, and it's the Queenslander Daunting Lad breaking quickly. There goes Desert War starting to improve on the outside. Our Mystique's not all that far away, and Sniper's Bullets jumped out well today, and he's going forward to be in the first 3 or 4. A couple of lengths to Casino Prince, settling on the outside of Arlington, followed by Guillotine. They've got him posted out wide. He's 3 wide facing the breeze as they settle down from Tuesday Joy. It's going up in the centre. Our Smoking Joe and Honour in War last of all. Desert War's in front, but he's doing a power of work. He's out very deep as they go round that first turn, and he's about 3 and 4 wide trying to cut in, but he clears them now and runs clear by about 2 lengths on Sniper's Bullet on the outside of Daunting Lad. 2 lengths to Our Mystique and Arlington. Guillotine still off the track. He's got Casino Prince in a pocket on his inside from Our Smoking Joe. Tuesday Joy's been shuffled back. She's in an awkward spot as well, and Honour and War's last of all. He gives the old warrior Desert War more rain at the 600. He sneaks away by 2 on Sniper's Bullet coming up behind him. Daunting Lad was next, and then came Our Mystique, followed by Arlington, and then came Casino Prince. Guillotine's under the whip, and Tuesday Joy. Oh, Honour and War nearly fell at the back of the field there. It's Desert War in front as they come to the 300. Sniper's Bullet is coming after him from Casino Prince, and now Tuesday Joy. Rawilla gets the mare to the outside, and she's starting to put in the big bounds now. It's Casino Prince coming up to challenge for the lead. Tuesday Joy on the outside, and Sniper's Bullet. Casino Prince stuck his head in front, and Casino Prince grips a Group 1 glory. Casino Prince from either Tuesday Joy or Sniper's Bullet.
Casino Prince, he ran third in the Australian Cup after having been purchased back in January by Nathan Tinkler, who was purchasing him as a stallion prospect, and he picked up a Group 1 placing and then followed that up with a very nice Group 1 victory here under Damien Oliver. A nice performance to get the win over Tuesday Joy with Sniper's Bullet back in the 3rd spot. The winner, Casino Prince, is a 4-year-old son of Flying Spur from Lady Capel by Last Tycoon. He is now owned by Nathan Tinkler, ridden to victory by Damien Oliver, and trained by Anthony Cummings. Casino Prince covers the about distance of 1 mile in 136.44. Next up, the Randwick Guineas, another Group 1, $400,000, this time 3-year-olds going the about distance of 1 mile.
Racing in the Guineas, Pillar of Hercules and Arapaho Miss both missed the start. Weekend Hustler, the favourite, began brilliantly, and as one of the leaders, King Dakar is firing across from the outside with Steel Giant, Triple Honour and marching. Blinkin' Easy starting to improve. Just in behind them is Grand Dancer, and then came an Avalanche, followed further afield by Arlington, Kickin' Chasers off the track. Behind them, Turfentine. Then came Guillotine, well back My Sweet Cookie, Arapaho Miss, Largo Lads trapped out a little bit wide from Pillar of Hercules, and Solo Flyer settles at the back of the field. Leader on the first bend is King Dakar, led by 3/4 Blinkin' Easy, Kickin' Chase making ground. It's over racing going up to 3rd. Marching's 4th on the rail, and Weekend Hustler the favourite 5th in the centre. Behind them Triple Honour, and then came Steel Giant from Grand Dancer. Further back was Arlington, and then an Avalanche followed by Turfentine and My Sweet Cookie. Then came Arapaho Miss. It's in front of 4 runners, Guillotine, Largo Lad given a smack with the whip from Pillar of Hercules, and last of all is Solo Flyer. 600 to go, and he's off on King Dakar. He's trying to pinch it, coming to the turn, led by about 2 lengths on Marching, tracking up behind it, and then Blinkin' Easy dropping off. Weekend Hustlers taken to the outside. Triple Honour's cut.
Quarter pole, and it's Mr. Braggadocio along the inside. On the far side, Dr. Tong is coming to take them on. Fire in the wind between them. 3 of them turn for home together. Pride of Wilshire right there behind them, and Wiley and Wyatt has run a big one in the white cap. Wiley and Wyatt tries to get involved, might not have enough. Coming after them though. Fire in the wind is kicked away though, and it's Fire in the Wind opened up on them now. Pride of Wilshire at the rail, and then Wiley and Wyatt, but it's going to be Fire in the Wind. Fire in the Wind wins. Pride of Wilshire was 2nd. Wiley and Wyatt had to settle for 3rd, and then Mr. Braggadocio. Unofficial result, winner number 3, Fire in the Wind. Second, number 7, Pride of Wiltshire. Third, number 1, Wiley and Wyatt. Fourth, number 2, Mr. Braggadocio. There's a photo finish for 5th. The 5th place finisher was number 5, Duty Before Honor. Now in the winner's circle, number 3, Fire in the Wind. He's a 3-year-old chestnut gelding by Old Topper out of Creative Play. He's owned by Park and Valenzuela. Winning trainer is Antonio Soto. The winning jockey, Paul Atkinson. Fire in the Wind was bred in California by Mr. and Mrs. Patrick Park.